Hey, what's up? I'm Inezalea from ToleratedCinematics.com, and today I'll be showing you how to create some epic rolling transitions in Adobe Premiere Pro, just like these. Alright, that looks really cool, and if you're interested in more creative transitions in Adobe After Effects, we have the Epic Transitions pack, which you can buy with link in the description. So you will need After Effects for that pack, but you can use the dynamic linking system between Premiere Pro and After Effects to send out your footage to After Effects to apply the transitions to. All the tutorials are included in that pack, but for those that do want to know how to create a rolling transition entirely done in Adobe Premiere Pro, let's get started. Alright, here we are in Adobe Premiere Pro. I have some images right here that I took when I was on vacation in Spain. You can use video footage, images, whatever you want to create this effect. So basically what you'll do is make a sequence, import your files that you want to transition into each other. Like from this image, I want to transition to this image using the rolling transition. So first of all, go over here to this icon, which will create a new item, and we're going to create a new adjustment layer. I'll make it full HD. Originally, it's just going to copy the settings from the sequence that you're in, so this should be exactly the same. We'll click OK, and then we can rename this adjustment layer to transition. And we'll drag this on top of our video file right here, and just make it as long as we want it to be, exactly the same length as our video. It doesn't really matter, you can also just trim it down to the portion of your transition effect. I just like, yeah, the look of it to be as exact. So it doesn't really matter, but I just want my transition to be on top of both of these files. Okay, so useless information, but yeah, okay, so go to where you want to start with the transition. We're going to effect video effects, and we're going to use the distort offset effect right here. We're going to drag that on top of our adjustment layer. We're going to click on the stopwatch right here, so toggle animation for the shift center 2. So we'll click on that. That will create a keyframe right here. And then we're going to a little bit farther in time, and right here we want to animate one of these two parameters. So it depends if you want to transition vertically or horizontally. You can do both, but yeah, right here I'm going to offset one of these. So I'm going to be offsetting the negative vertical value right here. So you can go as much as you want, or you can just keep it very low. For the example, I used one of 13,000 in value. Just try to make it as exact on the end right here. So you can actually toggle with the arrows up and down, and you're going to see if you're going to have a round number right here. Most of the time you're going to have a perfect center right here. So I'm going to keep it at this setting right here. And if we're going to preview this, this is what we get. Very linear, very abrupt, and yeah, not smooth at all. It doesn't have a flow to our editing right here. So what we want to do is select both of these keyframes, and we're going to right click on these and go to temporal interpolation, and we're going to change this to continuous Bezier. If we're going to click on that, we can see that our keyframes are actually going to change to these kind of icons. And then right here you have an arrow to open up that effect. So what we want to do is click on that arrow to open it up. And if we're going to zoom in here on our effect controls, we can actually make this a little bit larger if you want to. But like right here, we can see that we can animate, well, we can change a few of these values. So what I want to do is click over here. You're also going to see that your cursor is going to change. I want to bring this down, and then I want to bring this all the way till the right until I can't go any further. And then same for the other one. We'll go over here, drag it down, and drag it all the way to the left. So what this is going to do, it's going to build up the effect until it's at its peak, and then it's going to lower it again. But it's going to do that exponentially, so it's going to have a gradual fade in speed of the rolling. So we're going to see that it's going to start slowly going to an incredible speed, and then slowly gets to a nice stop. So let's preview. And of course, this might be a little bit too much. What you can do is tweak these little anchor points here or whatever they are to your preferences. So maybe you want to bring also these keyframes in a little bit. Just try to make sure that in the center you have the peak right here. So just you'll see the peak, you can offset these. Just try to fix them so that the peak is exactly on the cut of your footage. So now I brought this a little bit tighter together, which is going to shorten our transition animation. Okay, so this one is really, really cool. I'm going to stick to this animation, and now what I want to do is add some kind of fake motion blur to give the impression that it's going to, well, it actually is going pretty fast, but to give the realistic impression that it's going fast right here. So what I will do is go over to my effects right here, go into the blur and sharpen, open that up, and we're going to use the Gaussian blur and bring this into our scene as well. So also on the adjustment layer, we're going to scroll down right here and make sure that you check on repeat edge pixels right here. And for the blur dimensions, we want to change this to vertical for this example. If you would go for a horizontal offset, you want to change this to horizontal. So what you want to do is go to the beginning of our animation right here and click on the stopwatch for the blurriness, and then go all the way till the end of our animation, and we're going to click on this icon, which is just going to add another keyframe with the same value of our first keyframe right here, and then go to the middle of your animation, and right here we just want to crank up this number maybe to something like 250, and yeah, let's do another preview and you'll see what we're adding with the blur effect. Okay, so that looks pretty cool, but again, it's going very linear because we didn't add the Bezier right here. So we're going to select these as well, right-click, continuous Bezier, and we're going to open that up as well and maybe tweak it just a little bit. We don't need to tweak it that much, but like this one, and just make sure that you have nothing selected. Click on the first keyframe, bring this in a little bit, and this one as well. And preview. And there you go. So it's actually that simple to create that transition. It's a really cool effect to apply to any kind of project that we're working on, travel videos, wedding videos, after movies, and stuff like that. So it's a really creative transition to just make your editing a little bit more spectacular. And you can also stack up a few effects on top of this. For example, some light leaks or film burns. I just imported one of our pack. We actually have a pack of 100 different elements for film burns and light leaks, which you can use on top of your footage as an overlay to give your projects again a more professional look. So I will apply this to my scene right here, click on it and go for a screen blending mode here and put this just in the center right here. You're going to see that it's going to add up a little bit more on top of that effect. So now you have a little bit more variation, a nice light leak on top of that, and there we have our stop of our scene. Maybe offset it a little bit more. And there you go. So you can stack up all these cool effects. We also have like a free sample pack of the light leak if you would like to test these out. A link will be in the description. You can download 5 for free if you're interested in the complete pack for more variation. We have 100 different elements, and if you're interested in creative transitions that you can use with After Effects, you will need After Effects for that pack, but we have the Epic Transitions pack, which is also really cool, really popular on our website. So all the links will be put in the description. I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial. If you did, give this video a like. Also subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and definitely check that bell icon next to the subscribe button so you get notified when we upload new videos. So apart from that, make some awesome work, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.